Oh, okay, y'all. Hi. Sorry I am late. It's been a crazy afternoon. Um, but before we get going, I got a couple things I want to ask everybody to do. Um, say a prayer for Miss Ange's daughter. She's having surgery today. I have not heard anything yet. It was scheduled for noon, so I'm assuming she's probably out of surgery by now. I just haven't heard from Ange yet, so as soon as I do, I'll let everybody know. And then prayers for my granddaughter because that poor little girl, she's been busting her butt, um, learning these routines and these flies and all that stuff. And she got hurt yesterday and twisted her ankle or broke it. I'm not sure yet. I haven't heard back from them. They were at the doctor's this morning. Um, I'm hoping I hear back soon because she her very first competition is tonight. So I don't know if it's spring, if they can wrap it real tight and she can still do the routines. I don't know what's going on, but those are the two major things that are happening. Um, so everybody say a prayer for those young ladies, and I'd appreciate it. And hi, Miss Lori. Hi, Miss Amy. Um, and I'm sorry I'm late. My mother-in-law called with I got to do grocery shopping and I got to do it today and I don't want to wait. So yeah, that's just the whole thing. But anyways, we got it done. It's done. We're gonna color in this. I need to take a breather and just. Thank you, Miss Lori. I cannot believe, she's been working so hard to get this routine down. She's only had a week to do it, and she's pretty much got it. And yeah, so then she goes and gets hurt. So, yep. Mm-hmm. I know you are, babe. You keep me on my toes. My granddaughter and Ange's daughter. So yeah, it's been crazy. So we were coloring with the Lyras in here. Lyras are a harder, at least they seem harder lead than the Prismas. The paper doesn't really care for it. So at least to me they don't. It's been difficult. My tree sucked. So I'm going back to my trusty Prismas for this because I don't like the way it looks right now. And so, yep. I can't help it. Yep, Miss Ange's daughter's having surgery, and my granddaughter got hurt, so we're just kind of waiting to hear on both on what's going on. Um, and they better let me know soon, or Miss Kim's gonna be throwing a fit. All right, let's see if we can fix this tree because I'm really not liking the way it looks. So, how is everybody else doing? Um, let's take my mind off of it and let me just breathe for a minute. You should have heard Miss Lori. I texted her and said, I'm running late. She said, what the hell's the matter with you? You know you're supposed to go on at 3 o'clock. Get your ass in gear. Hurry up. Getting tired of you slacking. You should have heard her. Country Christmas. And what do you mean the bricks are going the wrong way? Oh, down here on the ground? On the sidewalk? See? That's what she was bitching about. I got my coffee. It's all like gone. Yep. Yeah, I think that's just because it's the sidewalk and they wanted to make it different than the ones on the house or something. I don't know. We're going to probably color them a different color. Well, we still can. I'm not nowhere being done. Get your butt in gear, as Lori tells me. Pick up the pace. I just got the book a couple days ago from, well, Sunday. It was delivered. And I did a sort of kind of a flip of it and then started coloring in it. So I didn't really have time to tell everybody. It's kind of a newbie for me. Her OCD is saying, yep, I can't do that page. Those bricks are messing with me. And that's okay because I get it. Some things mess with me too. You know what you do when that happens, Miss Lori? Take yourself an acrylic marker, and like a gray one, and go over it, gray it all out, make it look like one solid piece of cement, and then take some darker gray and put some shadows in around it. And then you'll just have one slab of cement and you won't have the funky bricks. And then you can color the page. And if you want to, then you can take a pencil or something and make bricks the right way. Hi, Miss Pugh. Oh. Yeah, see, that don't bother me either. It just makes it a little crazier when you're trying to put it away is all. See, I'm kind of really passive with things. It doesn't. I don't like. Is it this book? It's either this book or one of the other ones that. It looks like they might have been running out of ink on some of the pages because some of the pages are a lot lighter than others. Yeah, see, I think their printer started running out of ink. So yeah, see, here's another one. It's every few pages. There's one. Started off dark and it's light. That's the only thing that kind of technically bothers me, but it's not that big of a deal. No, not yet. I have not, honey. I'm sorry, but I will look. I'm trying to fix this doggone Christmas tree, and it's like really upsetting me. Well, yes, but you know, it was a gift, so it's not like I can just say, "Hey, look, send me a new book." And I'm not gonna say anything to Anne, so it's fine. It'll work. I will make it work. I haven't heard about either one of those, the 26 pages in 2026 or the dark and light from Piggy Pen. No, I haven't. I got enough going as it is. I don't need any more. Yep, I was really bummed when my grandbaby called me last night. It was so heartbreaking. And only because I know how hard she's worked, you know. But let's just hope it's a spring and they can wrap it up really tight. And she can still perform. But I don't know what now if it was like a professional team or whatever, then yeah, they'd wrap it up and she'd still go out there and participate. But being at school, I don't know if they're gonna let her, even if they wrap it really tight. Hi, Emily. She either twisted her ankle or broke it. We're not quite sure yet. She's being looked at. It's kind of what goes with the territory, sort of. But we were just kind of hoping it wouldn't have been right now. Lori got your JV books? Well, Lori, why are you taking her books? Hold on, you guys. This is kind of important. Hang on. Okay, sorry about that. It was my vet. My psycho puppy was coughing day before yesterday pretty good. I had been pretty much all night that night, so I called the vet and said, hey, look, this is happening. And they're like, well, we don't know what's wrong with them. Let me talk to the doctor. So by the time they got back to me, he's not coughing anymore. So I was thinking maybe he came down with a cold or something, but it might have just been he had something caught, or I don't know. All the crazy stuff happening. I have no idea. Yeah, well, Emily, she had competitions coming up, and her first competition is tonight. And she's been working really, really, really hard for this. So I kind of feel really bad. So I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. I'm picking out some reds for my brick. Hang on 1 minute. Let's see. All right, let's try these. I don't think it's going to match the other side though, but it's going to be pretty close. All right, that'll work. All right, let's do this. So yeah, I'm hoping. Let's see if I can text her and see if she'll answer me. She's about as bad as her mom as far as letting me know anything. They get so wrapped up into their day that they say they forget, but you know, who knows? Yeah, I know that, and you know that, but try telling a 14-year-old that's, you know, on a team and takes it very seriously. You know, she's gonna think she's letting down her team, and you know, she really wanted to do this, so you know, I get it. I try and keep her positive, but you know, I'm not gonna. I don't want to tell her, you know, just keep your head up high and all that stuff, because you know, then I know she's on the other side of the phone, rolling her eyes, going, "Yeah, whatever, Grandma, you just don't understand," because I know how she feels, and I know she's disappointed. So I just listen and told her earlier, I said, well, if they put you in a cast, I said, at least that'll keep it straight enough that, you know. She says, Grandma, that's not funny. I'm like, I'm sorry. She didn't like that at all. Yeah, she's not answering. So they're either still at the doctor's or she's upset about something, and you know, they could have give her something at the doctor's for the pain or something, and she's sleeping. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. And it kind of sucks to not know, but yeah, she's always been the type that um she will suck up the pain in order to do the stuff that she's supposed to do or that she wants to do. Let's just put it that way. Um, I don't know where she gets that from. Her parents, it drives her parents nuts because there'll be a lot of times that she will be hurt and she won't tell anybody until after she's doing what she wants to do. And her parents get so mad because it's like, you can seriously hurt yourself worse if you push it. And she's like, but it doesn't hurt. Yep. Okay, Amy. Thanks for coming in. Be careful, hon. She's very she's not hard on herself. She just, I don't know. Very determined. That's it. She's a very determined young lady. She wants to be good at everything she does. She was like that when she was little. When we were teaching her how to tie her shoes, she sat down and tied 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 until she got it. She didn't quit until she got it. She's that way with everything, you know. When she was learning how to write, she practiced. I've got the little book that she used to practice in, and there's just pages of it and pages of it and pages of it that she just. I don't know where, like I said, I think she gets it from her dad because I know her mom was not like that. My daughter would rather be outside playing than practicing writing or tying her shoes or. That's very true. Oh yeah, my daughter's just she's very hardworking and very um she's just a very good mom. Um, yeah, she's like I said, she's my hero. I couldn't do the stuff that she's doing. Holding down a 40-hour plus job with a teenager that is into like everything and anything, um, school wise, even friend wise, and keeping up her house. And yeah, I don't know. I used to think that there was never a dull moment around my house. Holy crap. There's definitely never a dull moment around theirs. My family is always on the go. They like it that way, I guess. You never hear any of them complain, that's for sure. Me, I'm bitching if somebody like wants me to do something first thing in the morning. It's like, do I look like I'm awake? Leave me alone. Okay, so it's just the spring, but she can't cheer until the 22nd. I said, "Oh, I'm sorry." She goes, "It's okay. It's only 1 week." Okay, baby. Okay, so she's keeping her head up. That's good. That's good. See, that's what I'm saying. That girl's like amazing to me. Yep, at least it's not broke. Thank goodness. Ooh-wee. hope when I talk to her tonight, because I'll probably talk to her tonight, find out if she's got another competition coming up before her Christmas break. Because if they said the 22nd, I don't know what day of the week that is. What's my calendar say? Saturday, Sunday. So that's a Monday. So yeah, they're not going to have another competition until, I'm thinking, after the holidays. I wouldn't think another meet. I know they've got one on in January. And that's the one I will be going to. I'm glad I didn't buy tickets for this one if she's not going to be competing in it. I know, doesn't it sound bad? Should buy tickets to all of them to support the team, right? That's not going to happen. And then, you got to buy tickets online. You can't just go to the school and buy them. Or wherever they're holding the competition at. So that kind of sucks for, like people that don't have computers or know how to use them or whatever. I mean, like my mother-in-law only has a tablet and she wouldn't know how to go online to order anything. We've tried to teach her, but she's like, nope. So I know if there's one person in the world like that, there's got to be others. So my bricks are going to look different because I'm using different pencils. That's Lyra's. This is Prisma's. So we're just going to say the sun hit that side of the house a lot more than it has this side of the house, so the bricks are a little bit more faded. Oh, my thumb's hurting me today. I forgot to put cream on it when I got out of the shower today. Right. Yep. And that's okay. It's the generation. Yep. I can remember when we were kids, our parents thought we were crazy for the music that we listened to and, some of the things that we did. Imagine being, now, my mother-in-law is 87, and, she's been through her kids, well, her life, her kids, our kids, and now her great grandkids. So all this computer stuff and stuff probably seems extremely foreign, like what the hell? This is like Back to the Future shit. Because there's still things with my granddaughter that I don't get. It's like, really, why would you guys even say that or do that? Or, I don't say it too much out loud because I remember my parents saying the same thing. But, and not liking the music from my kids. Going, that's not music. Yeah. They figure they're done. We've learned all this stuff. We're over it. We're gonna sit back and watch y'all do the stupid shit. Oh, my husband's outside cleaning sidewalks. Well, the one sidewalk we got goes from our garage to our back door. It's the only sidewalk we got. I'm like totally impressed though. The sun is shining. It is nice. Well, it's not nice out. It's still, what is the temp right now? It's 36. Feels like 32. So I'll take that. Can't believe I'm saying that, but yeah. Better than negative. Oh, it's sun shining like crazy here. Isn't that crazy? We're only a couple hours apart and different the weather is. Right? All in a day. Only in Michigan. But I'm not sure. Yeah, I am. Um, is it Wisconsin, up in the UP, and I can't. Is it New York? I don't know. Anyways, up and through there, they got a shit ton. I mean, a shit ton of snow this year. And excuse my French, but just sometimes that's the only way you can explain things. And it's like, oh my goodness. I don't know what's worse, the snow or the cold. Because, you got good and bad of both. So the cold causes one thing and the snow causes the other. So I can't say which one I would rather have. I mean, I would rather not have any of it, but our state is the state that, you know, yeah, yep. Up in the UP, they got more than that. The UP got nailed on, I think it was Thanksgiving night. Or the next day, one of the two. They got a ton. I'm gonna change my glasses. These ones are a pain in my butt lately. Ow! That was smarts. Alright, let's see if this helps any. I need to go to the eye doctors, I think. Yep, and everybody I've talked to says the hunting season is down in the crapper this year. And yeah, my husband hasn't gotten anything, which is so unusual. Um, but it is what it is. There's a reason, and we will just deal with it. I'm hoping he gets something soon because he's actually debating on driving 2 hours north or 3 hours north um, just to get something. And I'd kind of rather not because, yeah, I'd just rather not. There's reasons. But I'm just kind of like that. It is. It's like really crazy, like rare this year. Um, you don't see anybody driving down the road with them on the hood of the car or anything like that this year. Nope. Usually, if when we go out or go grocery shopping or whatever, you pass several cars with I hate to say it, but deer on the roof or whatever. Or you'll see guys standing in the driveway and a deer being in the back of a pickup or something. You don't see any of it. Which, I don't know if it's just because of cold weather, because, we've had cold weather before. It's not like this is the very first year. Or if it's from remnants from, like, COVID. Because after COVID, it seemed like people were everywhere. There was it seemed like there was more hunters out than normal. So I don't know if they thinned their herds so much that it's going to take a year or two to pick and back up, or if you're just staying hidden because it's so darn cold. But again, I'm thinking it's the other one now. Well, there you go. Unless it's like the only one, then I wouldn't I wouldn't take it. I'd let it produce. Although if you don't take it, somebody else is gonna. And the sad thing is like a lot of people in the city, I said a lot, I didn't say you. They just hunt for trophy. Hmm. Huh. Not exactly sure what that was all about. Sounds like there's another animal out there. And I'm betting the people kitty corner from us just let their dog out. Yeah, that or I don't know. Maybe he's barking because my husband left or something. It's hard telling with Psycho Puppy. Oh, that's the other dog's around. Cause there's a whine afterwards. That's a let me go. I want to go play. I don't know how they have kept this dog as long as they have, to be honest. I mean, we live off a main road, and those semis, they don't stop for nothing. If you got a puppy and it goes out in the road and they're coming down the road, it better either hurry up and move or you've done lost your puppy because they don't slow down and they don't stop. It's like the cruelest thing I've ever seen in my life. But then again, I don't think they'd be able to stop fast enough for it anyways, it's a semi. They can't just stop quick. But they have lost many of animals because of it. You would think. After the first one, you wouldn't do that anymore. But no. I am what can you say to people like that? Besides, hey, dumbass, lock up your dog. But who am I to tell them what to do? And if you call the police department or anything like that, they tell you, well, you live out in the country, get used to it. It's like, really? That's what you have to tell me? And most of the people out here, I'll tell you about, to be honest, probably about 92% of the people out here, they don't call the cops. They deal with it themselves. Because the cops don't do nothing. They tell you, you live out in the country, deal with it. That was like one of the hardest things for me to get used to. Is them telling me stuff like that. When we first moved up here, I was like, really? Wow. Down in the city, they'll come knocking on your door if your dog's barking too loud, Here, yeah, no, it don't happen. Yeah, there's a few that will still call the cops, but probably 92% of them. And I'm taking that into, the people in town or in the bigger towns, calling the cops, not just my area, but like all around like my county or whatever. I'd say 92% deal with it themselves, and the other ones are, the rich, snotty ones that, come up here from the city and expect everybody to do things for them. And we have quite a few of those. My hair is so full of static clean, you guys. It's crazy. Crazy, I tell you. Okay, let me see. Let's do this one, this one, this one, and this one. Hold on, you guys. I'm digging for. These don't belong in here. Why are they in here? Digging for gel pens. Okay. I know I'm making lots of noise. Sorry. Yes. Yep. I love that stuff. My hair loves that stuff. Yes, ma'am. Okay. So let's see. We got all the Christmas colors. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I missed a spot. Oh, it smells like freaking fantastic. My hair falls out anyway, so it's hard to tell. Let's go with this one next. Big flop on the end. Shoot. For some reason, these gel pens have big clops on them when you open them up. These ones are like really juicy. Oh, I screwed that up. Does it go? And then it goes here. Okay. No, I didn't. And that one goes there. And then there. Okay. Let's do that one. That one. We're doing the colorful lights, you guys. Multicolored ones. Oh, I skipped one. I don't know. All right. My husband would probably say the same thing. Okay, so hold on, let it focus. Okay. Oh, come on. Okay, you can see them towards the bottom. You see there, and then boom, lights. Boom, lights. Okay, let's do. What do we want to do the ribbon in? Should we do the ribbon in? The brick's red. The tree's red or green. Let's do. Let's do the ribbon around the poles in I'm going to say silver. That's what I'm going to say. Thank you. Because I think I'm going to keep the poles white. Because we have a house down the road from us. It's like so pretty, so pretty. It's the house is all red. And all the trim and all the stuff is white. It's so gorgeous. And then she like decorates it for Christmas. It's like the prettiest house I've ever seen. I love that house. Of course, you know, it's a new house, so. But it's just a ranch style. It's nothing out of this world, you know. But the colors and the way she decorates it is just amazing. See, my problem is I don't think I'd be bold enough to do my house on the outside all red. I think that would bother me. I think I'd get sick of it really quick. It's like, okay, Christmas is over. Change the color of the house now. I mean, it's pretty all year long, and I love the house, but I don't think me personally I could live in a red house all year. I think it would, like I said, I'd be begging my husband to change it. And then come Christmas, I'd be begging him to change it back. He'd say, "Girl, shut up. What are you, nuts?" Yeah, he'd probably commit me or something. Okay. And then I want this candle in here to be red. What color do we want our doggy to be? Well, can you paint siding? 'Cause I have aluminum siding, so I would think you would have to buy new siding. Okay. I don't want to do these lights until I'm almost done, because the gel pens that I'm using, they stay pretty wet for a little while, so I don't want to stick my hand in it. So, yeah. Okay. And I want a big red ribbon. And I want the edges to be glitter. And I don't think I'm going to make them the edges red. I think I'm going to make them a different color. We had a flyover this afternoon. You know, military jets. And man, they were loud. It was like that one night when we were on stream and they kept going through. They were low and loud. It's like, yeah. Um, so your she shed is aluminum on the outside. Oh, okay. 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 I'm following now. Y'all wait till I get a hold of Miss Ange today. She was supposed to keep me posted and she has not let me know anything. I think people just like telling me shit and then leaving me hang. Let's see how much we can get Kim to worry. You see, why do people do that stuff? That is so like, I don't know. We got a family member kind of going through almost a similar thing. But it's like, you know, everybody wonders why the world's like it is today. Maybe if people were not so stupid. Sorry, people. Like, not my people, not the people here. Just like in general. Just the stupid people. Does that make any sense? I'm not worried that I went out of the line on that side because I'm putting gel pen over it. So. Otherwise, I'd be freaking out. Not really. Well, I have this really, really, really bad habit of like speaking my mind and expressing the truth, and I cannot lie. Like, if you come up to me and you tell me, hey, Kim, I'm going to this big old party tonight, and there's this person that I like, and, what do you think about this outfit? I am not lying to you. I am not going to tell you you look good when you look like a friggin' clown. I'm going to tell you you look like a clown. Why? Because the last thing I want my friend to do is go to a party and be laughed at. Right? Right. So, would you rather I lie, or would you rather I be honest? And it doesn't really matter because I'm just going to be honest anyway. So. Right. You haven't noticed, Lori? All this time and you haven't noticed. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Now, if you say, Kim, I don't want you to be like brutally honest, or, just say something I want to hear. Yeah, then we might have an issue because I'm probably going to say no and tell you the truth anyway. So, yeah. Hi, Miss Wilcox. They must not have any friends. Or they've got friends that go, oh no, honey, you look good. Meanwhile, they're going, oh my God. And they're on the phone with the other friends going, did you see how Lucy went out today? What's the matter with her? And then Lucy calls and says, well, so-and-so said, I looked good. Like, well, honey, so-and-so lied to you. Because if I was your mama, I'd slap you. And then next week, and tell you not to come back until you learn how to dress right. Now, don't tell me it's because you're poor and you can't afford nothing else. Because that's a bunch of BS. You know, I'm not rich. And I'm telling you what, you don't see my ass hanging out when I go to Walmart. No, ma'am, no siree, not happening. Um, you can dress. You don't have to dress nicely. You can dress neatly on a budget. It don't have to be Ralph Lauren and, you know, that stupid shit. Right? My husband had this friend when we first started dating. And mind you, this was back in like the 80s, right? And this guy would come over to the house, and, my husband's like 6 years older than me, so all his friends pretty much were too. And this guy wore these like gym shorts, and back then gym shorts had the rounded leg on them, and they were short. And he had these friggin' socks that came all the way up his leg and had the color around the stripes around the top. Like, it's like, oh my god. I used to pick on him so, so, so bad. It's like, why does your mama let you go out dressed like that? My husband said, why do you do that? I said, because I'm trying to tell him that he looks like a dork. You know, and, he's not going to listen to me if I, like, try to say it nicely. So I gotta tell him, I'm sorry, you look like a dork. What the hell's the matter with you? Oh, it was so funny. I mean, it wasn't, but it was. Yeah, tube socks. Yes. And if you would have seen this guy, Lori, this guy was like 6 foot. Oh God, 6'5", 6'6". He was tall, and he was built, and he wasn't that bad looking. But oh my goodness, he was as dumb as a box of rocks. It's like, what is the matter with you? It's like, I'm 6 years younger than you and don't dress like that. It is just sad. Sad, 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 sad. He didn't talk to me for the longest time. Him and I didn't get along at all. He thought I was like a really big bitch, but I'm sorry, I just didn't put up with his shit. And I definitely didn't like his dukes. He ended up finding a woman, and they got married, but he turned out to be, an asshole husband. So. Right? That's the whole thing. Yeah, we won't even go with the cutoff t-shirts because that was just wrong. Wrong. In all sorts of ways. Just wrong. Yep. It's like, dude, do you realize you're dressing like a girl? Yep. Yeah, everybody thought I was really mean for picking on him all the time, but Ozzy, stop. Right now. He hates it that the door's shut. Yep, I don't know why guys dressed like that back then. I have no idea. But yeah, it was bad. Yep. Even in gym class, when the guys wore the tube socks and the gym shorts and stuff, we used to give them a hard time because, the girls looked a lot better in that stuff than the guys should have. Mm. Let's see. Yeah, if I lived in the city, that dog would definitely be getting me a ticket. When I married my husband, I don't know, it must have been a guy thing back then because I picked on his friends about wearing the tube socks, and then I go in his drawers to put clothes away after I do laundry, and he's got like corduroy pants and like, like shit from the 70s still in there. It's like, yeah, no, we're going shopping. You want me to be on your arm? Mm-mm. Not wearing that, I'm not. Nope. Finishing up Christmas gnome page, and the background is all snow. Thinking about using Neo tubes. That would be interesting. Um, yeah, that would be pretty. Okay, so we're gonna do the ribbon around the wreath the same way we did the bow. Only most of the bow was done in pencil. This is going to be done in gel pen. Why? Because I want to. Why? Because I can. Okay, I don't know what some of this stuff is in this wreath, so I'm going to say that these are like acorns or something. They don't look like acorns, but we're going to pretend like they are. just because I don't know what they are and I don't know what color to color them. So actually not an acorn, a pine cone. My daughter made me a wreath one time when she was in school, and it was done out of nothing but pine cones. It was the prettiest thing I think I'd ever seen. Right. But when she got older and got her own house, I gave it back to her so she could hang it on her door. She's like, I can't believe you still got that. I was beeping like crazy. Huh. Somebody's out there beeping like mad. I have no idea. I imagine those are like over the hook. Well, that probably wasn't, but it is now. Over the hook, over the door hooks. And the one I have is black, so this one's going to be black too. And we're just going to put just a little line there. And let's give him a polka dotted scarf. I love my Neo 2s. I've only got like 30 of them, I think it is. But that's all right. When I grab a watercolor, that's what I grab. Usually is my Neos. They're just easy to control. At least I think so, anyways. I know these are probably supposed to be bulbs, but they're kind of looking like snow because, you know, they're all over the page. So I'm thinking it's snow that's falling. Our our puppy turned out cute. Let's do a we're just throwing all kinds of Christmas colors everywhere. We might glitterify our door and just say it's wrapping paper, because I have done that. I have wrapped my doors before. Look at our little dog, you guys. He turned out so cute. Yep, he did. My Christmas tree sucks. You know, nothing I can do about that. I used the wrong pencils. But everything else is going to be popping. Okay, let's do a red and I don't know, green or silver matte. Miss Lori gave me an idea, but I'm not going to say nothing just yet. It'll be the next thing I do after the mat on the door. Oh yeah, you should just, do it up. Have fun with it. When we were kids, we always did the, multicolored lights. And then I don't know when it became a thing, but like after I got married and moved out, my mom started doing like themes. Like it would be 1 year it would be all gold, 1 year it would be all blue and silver, and it was like, why would you do that? Christmas is supposed to be colorful, all kinds of color. But nope, it's all themed now. Oops. I still do the multicolors. I don't do anything but multicolors all over my house. Bright, cheerful wrapping paper. I know you do. Psycho puppy. I'm gonna make him a cape for Halloween next year. And it's gonna have Psycho Puppy. He cracks me up. See, with Oz, there's no in between. You either love him or he drives you up the friggin' wall and you just want to like kick his ass to the curb. There's no in between with Oz. So you kind of learn to just love everything about him, even when he is a butthead. Because that's just part of Oz. He just is a butthead. That's why I call him Psycho Puppy, because if I didn't, I'd probably want to kick him to the curb. Honestly, I'm going out of the lines like crazy today. I think it's because my thumb hurts. Oh, there you go. And if it doesn't, make it Christmassy. Because you can make anything Christmas. It doesn't have to be a Christmas page per se. If you color it Christmassy, then it's Christmas, right? They don't have snow and Christmas stuff all over the place. They just, some places have Christmas and palm trees. Okay, so I'm thinking we've done the silver there, the silver there, the silver there. We still got all this green to go. Let's do it in Christmassy colors. There we go. I do. There's silver and blue and green. And there's silver and gold. There's silver. There's a bunch of the different colors. Yes, ma'am. That's what Christmas is all about. What's the song? Silver and gold, silver and gold. Okay, this is going to make View probably laugh her butt off. But I kind of really want to do this, so I'm hoping it doesn't look like crap. So I'm going to be holding my breath and talking, or not talking. Just let me get through this part, you guys. And if it doesn't look right, it's Lori's fault. Because Lori is the one that gave me the idea. I can just hear View good. Oh dear God, she's got the black pen. She's blacking out something. So we are going to have like a blacktop sidewalk. Instead of a brick one. Hang on, you guys. I'm not looking at chat. I'll do this kind of quick because I don't want it to streak. Yes. That looks kind of cool. No. No, you didn't say anything about blacking out the bricks. I kind of like that though. I do. I can never remember which one. This one. Okay. No, we're going to suffer with the tree, but doesn't mean I like it. And then we're going to put a little bit of blue. And I don't want it to be all perfect. I want it to be kind of where it just kind of looks all over the place, you know. And I'm going to pretend like there's snow all over my porch. And then I'm going to go in with my clear glitter. And again, I'm not doing it, to the point where everything's perfect and glittery and snow's messy, so I kind of want it to be a little messy. That looks cool. All right, let's do our lights on this side. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? All right, let's do this one. Oh, well, crap. Hold on. I'm going to throw this all off now. That's right. I forgot all about that one up there. That's okay. We won't tell. We're making multicolored lights. Hi, Roulette, Bamboo Cat. How are you? We are good over here. We're just making a mess, that's all. We're having fun though. Pink. And purple. I am done shopping. The only thing I have to do now is wrap. And that I have to have done by end of the week. So that'll probably be my Thursday job because I got stuff I'm doing tomorrow. So I won't be able to do it tomorrow. All right. I think we got all our lights. I think we need to give this some attention. And I really, really, really am despising this Christmas tree. I'm sorry, I just can't get over it. I know. So we are going to and fix it. And I really shouldn't because I'll probably just ruin it. But, you know, if we don't try, how are we going to know, right? Great. Yeah, I don't want to go into a whole lot of detail around, but yeah, it's gonna be busy. Busy, busy, busy. Yep, I'm hoping I don't mess this up. Any worse than what it already is. So I put myself a little note in the front of the book that this paper only likes soft pencils. Because I have tried several pencils on here, on this paper, and the only pencils I seem to like on this paper are my Prismas or my Artezas. So that is what I'm going to be using from now on in my Creative Haven books. I'm not even going to try anymore because this is what I end up doing, and it drives me insane. I can see chat moving out of the corner of my eye. Hang on one second, you guys. I'm not sure what y'all are talking about, but that's cool. Glad y'all are talking. Now, I have probably used my polys in here, but can I remember what they felt like? No. But I know Lori uses them in here too. So they will probably work in here also. Again, do I remember? No. I'm not worried about the letters. I'm going to go over those anyway. So, I mean, I'm trying not to mess it up, but if I get some on it, it's not a big deal. I'm using a Nicety. Hold on. Nicety acrylic paint pen. If you ever want to fix something and nothing else works, these always work. They cover up everything and anything. I was sitting here thinking, geez, wonder what we're having for dinner tonight. I forgot we're probably having leftovers. We made goulash last night. I can't believe tomorrow, the only nice day we're going to have, well, it's not really a nice day, but warmer day. And it is supposed to rain all day long here. It's like, really, can't you just give me like one day of sunshine? That's all I'm asking for is one day. It's supposed to be in the 40s, and it's supposed to rain all day. So it's going to rain. It's going to melt some of the snow, and then come nighttime, it's going to freeze and all be ice. So have your candles ready, because once that ice starts building up on the line from the cold, people are going to start having problems. Well, yeah, typical goulash is kind of like chili, but we don't make a typical goulash. It's kind of a weird goulash. People always think we're nuts when we tell them. we make a poor man's goulash. And it's normally made with burger, tomato soup, or I'm sorry, not burger, bacon, tomato soup, and noodles. But since we're not exactly poor, but we're not exactly rich, we put burger in ours with our turkey bacon, and it's really good. So it's turkey bacon, burger, onions, green pepper, or some kind of pepper, orange or red or whatever, yellow, whatever we got, and elbow macaroni and tomato soup. It's super, super, super good. Sounds funny, but it's super good. I love veggie lasagna. That's my favorite. Yep, that's what I think. It's kind of like a meatloaf, you know. It's like whatever you throw in it, and call it whatever you call it. Yep. All right. Let that dry a little bit, and then we'll go over our gel pen words, and then yeah, yeah. Let's see. Let's do. What is that supposed to be? Because that's the table. Or the rest of the tree. What is this supposed to be? Is that supposed to be like a table that goes around it? Or is that supposed to be like the skirting? Because it looks just like the bark on the tree. Come on, Teresa. If it's tree skirting, you could have made it look a little different. Oh, yes, I pushed too hard. I should know better. That's what happens when my thumb hurts. Oh, so it's like a wooden table or something? What color is this chocolate? Why does it look so light today? What are you chomping at the bit about? I missed something. Sorry. Yep, I was distracted. So what can I'm gonna make this kind of look like wood, but then we're kind of not, because it is Christmas, right? Right. And it wouldn't be Christmas without Christmas colors. And it's a piece of wood, so we can paint it whatever color we want. Oh, yeah, I've been hearing people having a lot of issues with those. I think with all the issues they're having and stuff, it would make me not wanna have them, because that's just ridiculous. They had to realize that they're a big company. They sell millions of dollars a year, I'm sure. They had to have known people were gonna bombard these pencils as soon as they come out. Why weren't they prepared for that? You know? They shouldn't have released it until they were ready for them to come out. That's my thought anyways. I don't know. Tell you, if I was CEO of the company though, somebody's heads would be like rolling, because that doesn't make the company look very good at all. Yeah, it just everybody's getting a runaround and stuff, and they're charging an arm, tooth, and a leg for these pencils. And yeah, I'd be nope. Sorry, not sorry, but yeah, I don't want nothing that bad. Okay, let's do a blue. And I think we're gonna do a do we want to do silver or do we want to do a gold? We got a lot of silver in here, but we got a lot of gold too. Let's do a gold. Ooh, they went from a whole 137 to 132. I mean, it's good that they went down, but you know, again, y'all have been waiting for what, 2 or 3 months now? Oh, all right. Wow. That's a lot of money. I think I'd be afraid to use them. Either that or I would be using them like crazy because, you know, you paid so much money for them. Like, I don't know. I don't know what I would do if I had pencils like that. Like, I don't know how much. I got them a couple years ago. I don't know how much my polys cost. They were a gift. And I know for a fact my prismas are like extremely expensive. Right, right. And yeah, you can't, you know, when they do that, that's like, you know, totally awesome that the family does that, you know. My family already thinks I'm nuts by the amount of coloring books I have. Yeah, they don't get it. They don't get it. Oh, got a piece of. Alright, so I don't know if you guys can see. Let me take these down for just a minute. Okay. Hold on, we're waiting for the computer to catch up. There we go. Okay, so there's the presents, all glittery. And I'm trying to get the snow. I'm trying to get you guys to be able to see the snow. Oh, wait a minute. Can you guys see the glitter on the snow or no? Oh, wait, there's a little bit. You can see a little bit right there. It's really hard to get it to show. Thank you, you guys. Well, I've gotten, since we have done the coloring book collection, I was at 606 doing that. I'm probably at 614 now because I found 4 books and then I got 4 books for Christmas. Thank you. Yes. So I'm probably at like 614 now. Yeah. Yep. That's like probably at one point, I think the highest I had at one point was little over 800. But I have destashed some, so yeah. Well, I say don't count them. Because if it's something that makes you happy, what's the difference on how many you got? You know, at some point, you will say, I think I'm getting kind of a lot of books. Maybe I ought to get rid of some of the ones I don't use. You know. And then if you don't, you don't. You know. Oh yeah, she had a ton of them. Oh my goodness. Yeah, my 600 don't even come close. Nope. Yeah, she was like 12, 14, 1600, something like that. She was, yeah. Yep. And then she decides that they're going to move cross country and trying to figure out how to get all her stuff there. She just stashed a lot of books. Yep, she did. She got rid of a lot. It was crazy. But, you know, that's what she liked, and that was her thing. So, but see, Grace is a collector, though. She collects. She even collects comic books, and she has graded and put in like plastic protectors. So yeah, she's a collector. I don't think she's doing it much now though, because you know when they moved cross country, I don't think they got the space in the new house to room all those. We've been on 3 hours, y'all. We got quite a bit done though. I've just been avoiding the door because I'm not exactly sure what I want to do with it. Be right there. So yeah, I'm not sure. I'm liking the holes white, but yet I'm not. We'll have to see what it looks like when we get all this done. I think I'm going to color the top of the house red to go with the brick, you know, because you can see it in between the leaves and stuff. So I think that's what I'm going to do, is do that kind of all red. I'll do this side right here gray because I forgot to do that gray to go with the grout. Yep, so all this is going to be green and red. And then I'll most likely do those black because I don't know. I like black things like that, so I tend to color them black. So yeah. And I'll probably do the door handle black because I like the darker metals. I don't like the silver or the gold metals. So it's really hard for me to color them anything but. Yeah, these ones will probably be a little bit different than those, but it'll be probably black to go along with that one. So yeah. Did y'all hear my husband knock? Think, 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 think. Thinking, what color should we do the pot? Thinking we should do a gold bow this time. We got a red bow. And we got a red little table down here in red. Let's do a gold bow. Do a gold and gold and we want to do gold and green. Stay with the theme, or do we want to do gold and blue? Since I don't know, I'm going to wait and see. Just easier that way. That way we don't screw nothing up. Okay. I think I'm going to go because my husband just knocked on the door a little bit ago and said dinner is ready. So I think I'm going to call it a stream, you guys. And I will see you out there somewhere. And then we will be back here on Sunday at 3. Unless, something else happens and I want to come on and gab for a little bit. But I'm thinking with everything that's going on, it'll be, well, yeah, I'll have my grandbaby this weekend, so it won't be till Sunday. I'll do my normal stream on Sunday. And then, yeah. Thank you. Merry Christmas. I'll see you guys on Sunday before Christmas. But Merry Christmas, everybody. And thank you, Lori, for being here. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Um, and yeah, we'll see you Sunday. Bye, y'all. Love y'all.